Very yellow picture because I have the horrible room light on, but what we're going to do is look at these two soft boxes with different bulbs in. And the bulbs are supposedly daylight, so the Z150 is locked on a preset daylight setting. And what I'm going to do is try the bulbs one at a time, both with and without diffusion. So I've got something green here, I've got an apple, favourite of all camera demos ever, and I'm going to sit in each time so that we can see some flesh tones. So this is the LED daylight, full spectrum, replacement. You can see this is brand new, this is basically unboxing. And it is, first of all, a lot smaller than what it's replacing. But just to show you something, it comes in a plastic wrapper. I know that because I've just opened the other one. See sort of cellophane, so I'm sure that's supposed to come off before it gets lit. And that's what we've done to this one. What prompted me to make this video wasn't actually the lights that I'm using right now. I was on location using a different set of reasonably priced, for want of a better word, cheap softbox fluorescent lights, and I was really having trouble when I got back to the edit making the skin tones look good. So it got me investigating full spectrum bulbs. Okay, so we've got the original bulbs, we've got the new LED bulbs, and we've got the so-called full spectrum compact fluorescents. These are the two diffusers. Just as a point here, these videos that I'm making, I've bought all these bulbs. These aren't donations, they aren't samples. These have come from Amazon or eBay or wherever. There we go, those are the originals. So these are the bulbs that ship with the newer sets, the ones that are going to be here on the table when we look at the other ones. They are middle-sized, is what I'm going to call them. These are Baby Bear, these are Daddy Bear, these are the middle-sized ones. The newer set of lights that we're using at the minute is quite a good little set. You get some decent stands, the build quality feels good, they come with a bag. In my bag I happen to fit an extension lead or two in there as well with everything that comes with it. If I go to the LEDs, I will have even more space in that bag or be able to fit them in a smaller space. But anyway, these are at the moment undiffused, and I'm going to show you the apple and then my face, sadly, I'm sorry about that. And then what I'll do is I'll diffuse them and we'll see what difference that makes to the light. So here's the apple, come on Z150. Z150 in autofocus for this test. Okay, you can see it's a bit harsh there, so I'm going to knock that down to perhaps f4. It was on f2.8. So you can see those highlights obviously from the reflections. And that's the apple. And now my face, sorry about that, feels a bit harsh, feels a bit bright. I'm going to knock that down. There we go, now we're at 5.2, so this is flesh tones at 5.2, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm going to diffuse the lights and see how we go on from there. That's F4, apple, quite close to those lights. And then my face. Feels a little bit on the hot side, just knock it down to 5.2. Can't really tell, it's hard to tell when you are this close to a camera in beaming light and you can't quite see the screen because it's just there. So best I can do. Let's have a look at some of the other bulbs. These are undiffused, supposedly high CRI, that's 90 or above, compact fluorescent bulbs. The large ones here, they're the first ones I bought to replace the existing ones just to see if it made any difference on the flesh tones. They're significantly larger, they're not massively expensive. I'll put the details somewhere. So these are the high CRI. I'm going to diffuse them in a second and show you the apple and my ugly mug close to the camera so you can see what's what. I'll probably have to knock the iris down a little bit as I get closer. That's the apple with no diffusion. Come on, focus camera. There we go, that's the apple, no diffusion, little bit bright. Let's take it down a notch. So we're at F4 on the Z150 here with two lights very, very close, flesh tones. Okay, and then I'm going to diffuse them. There's the Apple. Come on, focus camera. There we go. Apple. Very, very close to the lights. Supposed full spectrum. And again, my ugly mug right in front of the face, right in front of the camera. Hard to check exposure while you're right in front of the camera like this, but that's me. So these are the LED replacement lights, and they feel a bit harsher just staring at the camera like this. I don't know, we'll have a look in the edit. I'm pretty sure I've got it camera set to exactly the same settings, and I'll come up close again and do the camera. I'll come up close and do the Apple and the face test again, and let's try and do that now. So again, no diffusion at the moment. Here's the Apple. On one camera. Now I did stop it down to f4 for this. Let's do the same again on the other lights. That's the Apple in the LED lights. No diffusion. My face. LED lights, I feel like I've got to stop it down more. Let's go down. So we're now down, let's see, let's go down to f5.6. Okay, f5.6, close-up face, no diffusion, probably very harsh. It feels like it is anyway. Right, so that's the Apple. F4, LED light diffused. And this is my face, F4. LED light diffused, think it might go down to f5.6, let's do that. So maybe a tad dark, but I shall leave it like that. Let's go back to f4. So f4, LED light diffused. It's worth saying that the LEDs are lighter and smaller and should be more robust than carrying around any kind of fluorescent. They also weren't massive money. Now whether that plays out in the footage we shall see very shortly. Feels to me like it's a bit harsh still. Let's just knock that down, 5.2. Z150, a fixed lens, so these f-stops aren't the same as, in a lot of ways, not quite the same as what you'd get on perhaps an SLR. Anyway, that is a diffused LED light. Well, to be completely objective, really we should put this through various colour effects and check what the spectrum is showing us, but from a subjective point of view, the LED looks richer to me. Remember, these cameras are all on the same settings, and if you look at the curtains in the background, they're kind of what made me think about it. The curtains and the flesh are definitely a richer colour than both of the fluorescents. Right, brief payoff because you've probably made up your mind by now. Just gone back to the originals for the payoff. I like these LED lights, but they are quite harsh. The fact that they're light and smaller is great. Until I look at the actual footage, I don't know which are the best. Perhaps you'll have different ideas of what you think are the best. But yeah, there's certainly something to be said for being small, compact. I'm more likely to get a light out if I can carry it